Oh, Barry, welcome back to the channel. But before we get into Barry, right, big Davy Ancelotti. So this guy looks like he's going to become Rangers manager. You know what? I've already voiced my opinion quite a lot over on Fog Football. So a cheeky wee plug there. Go check it. But in terms of wrapping up here in 15 seconds, I'm not a fan of the guy. It is a complete risk. It is a complete unknown. But here, that might make it a wee bit more intriguing than some obvious mundane run of the mill options. But into Barry. All right, I think he's had an absolute meltdown in the presser today, and this needs addressed. He turned around and said that he doesn't know who that big Davy Ancelotti is, which is fair enough. I don't think most of us understand what Davy Ancelotti or who he is. I mean, we know he's Carlo's son, but let's just dive into a few quotes here from this press conference. Rangers haven't actually put up every quote. Normally they do. I'm beginning to think they've no kind of liked what Barry said in it, and they've no posted most of it. But this is on Clyde One Super Scoreboard, and I quote: "Hopefully there's going to be hopefully there's going to be a bit of movement. I'm Scottish, and so are my staff. If it was someone from a different country, we'd get a bit more respect." End of quote. Now that was regarding him revealing that fans should expect news on the club's next manager in the coming days. Right? I'm calling bullshit on this. Right? See this whole we deserve a bit more respect, and if it was someone from a different country would get a bit more respect. Barry, your interim manager, right? Neil McCann, Al McGregor, and Billy Dodds, the new Orange Order, call them what you will. They are there to help you. You aren't the permanent manager of Rangers Football Club. You're not being treated with disrespect because Rangers are out in the market looking for managers, right? This guy needs to get it out of his skull that he ever had a chance of becoming Rangers manager. Now, admittedly, back in February, if all went well and he won like every remaining game and hell maybe went to a Europa League final, maybe he could have got the job. But a lot's happened since then. Hell, he picked up his first win at home a couple of days ago, right? I think he actually needs to treat the fans with respect and admit, you know what, it's not been good enough, and I'll happily concede the race for the Rangers managerial job. I just don't understand where he's going with this. Why should no one's being disrespectful to these four guys? Honestly, I'm not seeing it. Rangers are looking for a new manager, whether that's Gerrard, Mourinho, Ancelotti, Knutson, Muscat, Sean Dyche, you name it, Derek McInnes, Stephen Robinson. Like, are Rangers supposed to sit with their on their hands and not move because Barry might feel a bit disrespected? I just don't understand this. He's not the permanent manager. You know, this ain't like when Gio was the manager, right? And Beale rocked up in the director's box, right? And that was clearly disrespectful because it's like he's sitting there joking and laughing with Goldson and he's, you know, literally being interviewed for the job while Gio's fighting for his job. With Barry, he simply came in to the end of the season to help steady the ship, which in my opinion, he continued to scrape it along the iceberg. But Jambo Bear is here in the studio. What's your thought on that? Do you think Barry's being disrespected, or do you think he's actually full of shite? Because he's actually pissing me off here. Where's the disrespect?
Oh, I don't see any.
No, but do you get my point? He's intern. He's not proper. He's not full time. So where's the disrespect for Rangers looking for a manager?
Yeah, Barry Ferguson makes it sound like he's actually the real manager and he feels like he's being replaced. He's not being replaced. It was never his job to lose.
Yeah.
The deal was he comes in, takes it to the end of the season, and that's what's playing out. That's what's happening. But I can only assume he's felt attached and he just now wants to keep the role that was never his to begin with. And if he had good results, you could argue he'd have a case. I think that results have been actually worse since he took over from Clement. So, to me, the guy doesn't.
I think he's lost the plot.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve the job. But if I was him, I would just enjoy your last two games as Rangers manager. Try to go out in a high. Try and win them. And then if you actually enjoy being a manager, then why not get back into it? I'm sure there's a job in Scotland that Barry Ferguson could get. But he's made it sound like it's the Rangers manager job or nothing. And if that's the case, it looks like it's going to be nothing because I just do not see a way he becomes the manager. It would have took an insane, I think, run of results and performance for him to get the job, and he's just not had it. You know what? Did well to get past Fenerbahce, even though almost chucked it in the second leg. But, and yeah, the Celtic results, right? Aye. But other than that, it's not been good enough.
No, it hasn't been good enough. And you know what? This isn't a case of he brings it up every couple of weeks. This is every pre-match presser, post-match presser, post-match, pre-match interview. Oh, he keeps throwing his name in the hat. Accept it, Barry. You're never getting the job, son, right? No matter what he really says in these comments, it's going to take away from what he's done as a player. But Jesus Christ, he's digging himself a hole here. It's like all he does is talk about the standards of Rangers Football Club and it needs to be up here, it needs to be here. Mate, you're fucking dragging them down.
Yeah, this would
the
be
past 3 months.
This would be no different from Liam Fox coming out and currently complaining, what I don't, they're disrespecting me. Why are they, why are they talking with Derek McInnes right now in regards to Hearts? Because he's the interim manager.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Liam Fox has actually won every single game that he's managed Hearts.
Yeah.
So.
No, I just don't. I honestly, I'm sitting here in disbelief about how delusional this guy is. Like, why he thinks he's still got a chance of getting the job. Oh, it's disrespectful. No, it ain't. It ain't. It's disrespectful you thinking you've still got a chance of getting the job. Right, and he went on to say, what do we see? Let me get the quote up here. Right. We have no new injuries. It will be the same squad for Sunday. Last home game of the season tomorrow. It was good getting a win at Ibrox on Sunday. That's what you want tomorrow again. Rangers need to get back to winning ways and winning trophies. Since coming in, the group of players knew it. They knew the season wasn't good enough, and we have done the best we can. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I knew the challenges did my staff. End of quote. Well, right. We have done the best we can. Well, that just tells me, son, that the best you can offer as manager ain't good enough. Would you not agree with that?
Yeah, like he's not going to commit. Well, he's not going to come out and say, "Oh no, we've done a poor job. We could have done a lot better."
No, if he was being honest with himself, he'd be like, "I came in here with aspirations of taking this job, but I'll happily accept, despite the shortcomings of this squad and most of them not being good enough, it's still pathetic that it's took me 3 months to win a game at Ibrox."
What I think he maybe means is, in terms of effort, he's gave it everything he's had. But if results and performances if this is the best he's got, then straight away that rules him out the job.
Theoretically though, right, what happens next season? Say Barry gets the job, which isn't happening, folks, but say he gets the job and we get to October and we're 9 points behind, the fucking usual, and he's like, well, I did the best I can. Nothing's stopping that from happening. Honestly, man, Barry should never get this job. See, as soon as Rangers lost at home to Motherwell 2-1, that was it. Done and toasted. Proper. Was it 2-0? I can't remember. 2-1, 2-0. 2-1. See, as soon as that game happened, that's it. It's done. You're never getting the job. I mean, but see, once he loses, what he has to do once he loses that is win the Europa League. And we were out a month ago. Just to understand Barry, man, and honestly, he needs to shut up. It's getting pathetic. He's treating every game like a job interview, right? And every presser, and he's also holding back the actual future of this club, because what he's doing is he's picking his favourites and the guys that he thinks are going to get him victories, when the reality is he should be picking players that, like Oscar Cortez, as shite as he is, we need to see something in these games to make us feel a wee bit better about spending 4 million and things like that. Dessers, we know what he can do. Played Danilo, Igamani, the countless other players. I just think he's lost the plot, and he's got no chance of getting the job, and what he needs to do is actually just shut his mouth, because he's digging himself a hole each time he opens it. There's not a hope in hell that he cannot get the job. I would, honestly, we went through the betting odds earlier, right? See Barry Ferguson at 20-1, like the same odds as Derek McInnes. Derek McInnes is literally about to sign on the dotted line at Hearts. I'd say he's got a better chance than Barry Ferguson of getting the Rangers job. Anyway, thought that needed to be made. As for that Ancelotti, I mean, something new, the 49ers. This guy wouldn't be coming in without some form of backing. I'm expecting a big change in the summer. A lot of players for La Liga, hopefully a lot with a bit of flair and technical ability. But yeah, Barry has absolutely lost it in that presser, folks. And based off Twitter, everybody's agreeing with what I'm saying. So, aye, Barry, we'll see how it ends. I mean, he did say it a couple of months ago, this would be it. If he doesn't become Rangers manager, he'll never be a manager again. So looks like Barry's retiring. And it's a go for Go Radio. Till next time. Peace.